After our last show, everybody around the country was calling me and telling me how much they enjoyed my interview with Mark Victor Hansen, the co-author of Chicken Soup for the Soul. Well, let's take a look at part 2 of that interview. Every day I hear of new people that are joining us, and sometimes the names blow me away. So you can imagine my surprise when one of our associates introduced us to Mark Victor Hansen, and wow. Now that I've met him, I'm really blown away. I thought he was just an author, and it turns out that's like the tip of the iceberg. And the nice value to our Max associates, a lot of Max associates would be intimidated by thinking that you've joined, because they'll think, oh, he'll go out and get 1 million people, and here's...
That's what I'm going to do.
I know that. But they'll think, poor me, what am I going to do? Well, the neat thing is, every associate that joins Max, that has a reputation, becomes a source of credibility building that you can use with other people. So one of the things I'll do when I talk to people about Max, and I've already done it, is I said, well, have you heard of Mark Victor Hansen? He's the co-author of Chicken Soup for the Soul, and everybody says yes. I've never had anybody say, no, I never heard of him.
It's called borrowing brand equity.
There you go. And I say, well, he's a Max associate because Max has begun to change his life. And so I want to introduce you to Mark Victor Hansen.
My pleasure being here, Steve.
Oh, I'm
Thank
so
you.
excited to be with you, Mark. What do you think for the future? What's your hope for Mark Victor Hansen and Max?
Well, because I want to do it, and I hate people come up to me and say, I'm unemployed, please, I beg you, get me employed. And so what I'm saying is, look, join this company, watch this video. The point is that I would like to see with everybody, not just me. If somebody else can get the 1 million people, let them do it. But let's get America reemployed. Let's get people thinking again. Let's get people to have a little vision again. Back to what we said, without vision, people perish. With vision, they flourish. Let's get people with vision. Let's get people employed. Let's get them thinking. Let's get them sharing. Let's get them talking. Let's get them out of the house. Let's get them moving. And then let's get them so they'll start moving this around the world so we can really have this organic, healthy transition so people are living at their fullest, their best, they're meeting people, because human beings are intrinsically social beings, and this is an intrinsically social topic.
Max is so much more, for me, than a company. It's an opportunity to make a difference in the lives of people that is of real value. And so when people go ahead and use Max, we know they're going to see a difference in how they feel. And then all they have to do is learn the right way to tell other people about it, and then watch what happens.
That's what Dan Kennison says, take and tell. And as you know, I say take, tell, and let your wallet swell.
Any area of life, you have those people that succeed and you have those people that fail. Tell me why you think a person fails in network marketing.
Well, first of all, there's more failure than there is success, and you can fail forward. I mean, little kids learning to walk fail, but what do? They go, they don't cry and get uptight. And in baseball, if you're in 30%, you're going to get $2 million a year, and then, if you're A-Rob, you're going to get paid a heck of a lot more. Or if you're in basketball, very few people make it to, where Michael Jordan was as one of my heroes, or Tiger Woods is, rare. But Tiger Woods finishes playing professionally like he did today with Nicklaus, and then he goes out for 18 holes more, going the extra mile, because there's no race in the extra mile, because very few of us do it. I mean, you and I do it, but we do it out of love and care and joy and happiness. I mean, it's joyful to try to make excellent books. It's joyful to do a seminar that really knocks it live and wakes up another soul, to be all they can to maximize themselves. Because our friend Edison's great line is that if you did what you're capable of doing, you would literally astonish yourself. So I always say to the audience, touch yourself, say, I'm going to astonish me, because you're here to astonish. No, man, I'm going to watch TV, eat popcorn, drink beer, crush beer cans on my hand, throw them in the back of the SUV. That's not what you're here for. Not that you shouldn't have fun and recreation and all that, but I wrote a whole book with Art Linkletter, How to Make the Rest of Your Life the Best Life. No one's supposed to retire. You retire to something better. You stay in retirement because the work's so good, or you retire to volunteerism. But if you retire to nothing, you're dead in less than 18 months.
Right.
So in answer to the question of why people fail, is it in the book business, 7,020 bestsellers, 15 per list, 52 weeks a year, New York Times, out of 195,000 that get published, out of 1,950,000 that get submitted. So there's always going to be more failure, but the failure is never fatal. The failure is never final. The fatal is a learning step. We got turned down by 144 publishers before one took us.
Wow. See, it's what you do with it Zig Ziglar, when he reviewed my first book, it ended up on the cover. He said, failure is Steve Scott's living proof that failure is not a person, but an event. And when that event happens, you can either do what most people do, which says, oh, that hurt so bad I'm never going to look at it again, or you do what a wise man does, and that is, okay, let me see why I failed. I actually, every failure I had, I not only tried to analyze it, I would go to other people and say, why do you think it failed? And I'd write down their reasons, and I'd make sure that in the next effort, I didn't duplicate those things that I finally decided were the cause of that failure. So my batting average went from 25% year number 1 in television to 50% year number 2, and year number 3 we hit 75%. But it was by analyzing all the failures. But let me tell you what I think the key to success, the number 1 most important thing we do to succeed is our choice of who we partner with. And most people choose to go it alone. That guarantees failure most of the time.
Right.
Most people don't know how to effectively partner, so they pick the wrong partners when they partner. And ineffective partnering expands failure and accelerates failure. But effective partnering does just the opposite. It expands success and it accelerates success. So the key is, who do I partner with?
I say, everyone take your fingers, put it together, and 1 and 1 equals 11. And when you got your team together, you got your dream together. And the dream team members, we call the Mastermind Alliance and Napoleon Hill and all that. And it's 2 or more in a spirit of cooperative harmony. He learned it from Andrew Carnegie. What we want to do is get 1 million people using Max and sharing this story, because that will get America rocking again.
That's our goal.
Yeah.
That's our plan.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to you now. We're inviting you to be part of the initiative, the mission, the vision, the dream, the hope. And for some people out there, they're praying, they're going, please, let me have a job. And I've got people coming up to me that are saying, I've gone to 20 places and basically nobody wants me. We want you. We want you to want you enough to work on yourself and make yourself a masterpiece. We've both been to Florence, and in Florenza, you had Michelangelo say, how do you make Michelangelo, how do you make the David? He said, I chip out everything that's not the David. This is the greatest growth opportunity for personal development that you've ever experienced. We want you to decide in favor of yourself, in favor of Max, in favor of your future, and potentially in favor of your fortune by deciding with us to build this group of 1 million people that are going to make a difference. It makes a difference. It leaves a lasting, impactful, important legacy and difference. Thank you for watching. We ask for one more thing, and that is share this with everyone you care about and let them come into your group. Decide that you're going to let this thing rock and roll, and let's make the world work for 100% humanity, making everybody physically and economically successful in the shortest, sweetest, most convenient time possible. And we'll do everything we can to help you pull off the miracle with us.